My name is Dawn Rogers.
My name is Tina Wixom.
My name is Craig Woolley.
My name is Jacqueline Lozada.
Shannon McMahon.
Tim Hardy.
Mike Naglieri. I'm a video production teacher at Birchland Park Middle School.
I'm the principal at the High School of Commerce.
I'm Dean of Students at Roger L. Putnam.
I'm the assistant principal at Greenfield High School.
I'm an assistant principal at Holyoke High School.
I'm the assistant principal at Minnetonka Regional High School.
I'm here today. I don't have a rags to riches story by any means, but I had a goal and I hit it. The problem is that most people never actually get to where they want to go.
He has the whole way of being about him that really makes him real. You know, we see a lot of people come in and not all of them connect the way Nick did.
When you're sitting there in the crowd, you know, you're drawn to him. That's what I'm saying. That passion, that energy, you know, it's something that people can relate to.
There were 4 speakers today, and I can't stop thinking about his message.
You could have heard a pin drop in the audience with the kids listening to Nick. They're extremely into what message he was trying to send to them.
So when he's up there talking, you're listening.
He's very engaging just naturally.
Took his time with all of them and gave them some special attention and that they were all dying to have.
I just want to say thank you for that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
He wasn't giving the adults what we wanted to hear. He was just speaking from his heart and giving the kids what they needed.
Nick is really comfortable answering and is really honest. And I think when you're honest with an audience, especially kids, they really respond and become more and more engaged. And they respect that.
After Nick was done, the students ended up reading The Alchemist. Nick was so intense about his passion for reading, and it inspired them to actually go out and read it. And it became part of the actual English curriculum at our school.
I felt like they were empowered after to follow their dreams as Nick did.
There is something inside you all that compels you to do what you want to do. That is your gift.
I received an email from Holyoke Boys and Girls Club after he spoke there, and they told me you have to bring him in.
He's a living example of what you can do if you actually do chase your dreams.
But I have a question for Nick. Have you ever considered being a teacher? Because, and I say that because, boy, it would be a great role model for how to put a PowerPoint together. You told a story, I was so mesmerized by it that I kept forgetting to push the button sometimes. But really well done.
They love his energy. He's got a sort of a quirky, funny sense of humor, and they right away are interested in him.
What I love the most is Nick was not afraid to talk about his mistakes. And students at a teenage years especially don't think people make mistakes.
The other boat owner forced Bill to fire me. I felt like a complete idiot. I thought my career was over. I was so embarrassed, I locked myself in my friend's apartment. A few days later, I knew, even though I messed up, I had to find a job. Walking the ducks didn't go so well. Oh shoot, that was you? Everyone in the Kodiak fleet knew.
After the speech, he came into the lunches and the kids were asking him questions. They were meeting him, and he spent as much time as needed with the students. And a lot of times speakers don't do that, but he was completely engulfed within the school culture at that time.
Our kids even stayed after. School was done, they could have left, they stayed after, they wanted more conversation with him. These are high school students. They sometimes very hard to get high school students' attention. He had their attention. He had them in the palm of his hand.
Come from a very high poverty region in the state of Massachusetts, and our kids sometimes feel as though they're going to be stuck here for their entire lives. Nick brought that message to these kids that they can do something with their lives, and they don't have to stay here their entire lives, and they don't have to listen to the negativity.
His story it's a great story. It's an American dream.
Really was passionate about the message he was giving.
I can tell you the audience that he spoke to in front of the High School of Commerce is a very tough audience, and usually we have to have vice principals roaming around telling them to be quiet, and we did not have to do that. They were very engaged in the presentation.
Highly engaging speaker. Somebody who captured the attention of a large group of my middle school students, which is not easy to do.
The crowd that he was with at my school can be sort of difficult. you could have heard a pin drop.
I think Nick's message was really important, that he followed his dreams and they should be able to follow theirs no matter how much work it takes. And I think that really reached the audience, and I enjoyed watching that myself.
I think everybody needs to hear Nick's message.
I would absolutely recommend Nick. Hands down, he was probably one of the best speakers I've ever encountered.
I would definitely recommend Nick.
I definitely recommend Nick.
I recommend.
I recommend.
I recommend.
I recommend.
I would definitely recommend.
I definitely recommend Nick Tokman as your motivational speaker.
I recommend Nick Tokman as your motivational speaker.